Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your December 2025 reading, you guys. Oh my God. So, we're going to do a 22-minute and 22-second long reading. We're going to set the timer. We're going to let whatever messages come out, fly out, walk out, step out. And some of it may be for you, all of it may be for you. Just take it how it resonates, you guys. Most importantly, please use your intuition, regardless of whether or not you agree with what I say, trust what I say, believe what I say is true. I want you to weigh whatever I say against your own intuition because it's just a lot going on. And some stuff is just not important for you to pay attention to. And I have a channel message for you as well. But if you could do me a favor, because I really appreciate you being here and I hope these messages help, please be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe, you guys. It really does help out. It's a very simple way to support the channel and keep the flow of energy going because apparently that's an issue for some people on this platform. And I'm not exactly sure why, but it's always been an issue. And I just feel like we should work together to make a change, right? Because if you stop the flow of somebody else's flow, then what do you think is going to happen to your flow? And it's not no bad blood. I don't wish any harm on anybody, but I'm just keeping it real. Okay. There could be a person who is trying to stop your flow. There could be a person here who was trying to kind of block you or step in the way of something that you had going for yourself. But I was saying that there's just certain things that you just don't have to pay attention to because I feel like there was specifically a situation where you guys could have, I don't want to say overreacted because I don't feel like it's an overreaction. I feel like it's a valid, justified reaction to whatever circumstances were happening in your life. Whatever this is talking about, right? You could have had a valid reaction of crash out, and a crash out would have been valid. Some people may think you crashed out, but you didn't crash out. Whatever you did was actually a very subdued, controlled version of what you could have did. And I feel like people need to realize that and understand that because I don't care what the excuse is that someone makes, and I'm specifically using the word excuse because it's not necessarily a reason. I feel like it's an excuse. Whatever excuse they give or whatever reasoning they give for whatever they did or why something happened, it's like that's not a good reason. So at this point, if it's not a good reason, y'all are going to see it as an excuse because ultimately that's what it is. You're making an excuse for your shortcomings, or you're making an excuse for your lapse in judgment, or you're making an excuse for your incompetence, but it's not a reason. It's an excuse. So either make better judgments, make better decisions, become competent at whatever it is that you're doing, or shut the fuck up and get out my face. And I don't even think that you cursed or told anybody off because I'm extremely calm, to be honest with you. But I feel this energy where you guys were kind of like tested. And sometimes we get tested by things because it's like, it's not necessarily like a punishment, but it's just, and it's not even necessarily a test. It's just like a situation to reinforce the progress that we've already made as individuals when it comes to our healing journey and make sure that the doors we've closed or the wounds we've healed are secure and in their upright position where they need to be. Okay. So I really do feel like you guys could have reacted really poorly to a situation, but you actually chose the high road, or you didn't go as hard as you could have gone, or you didn't go as hard as you did in the past because you've actually made progress. And I just feel like you realized, like I said earlier, that it's just something that wasn't worth your attention, or it wasn't worth your energy to put that much into it or pay attention to. So you just decided to handle it the way you did. And I just feel like somebody really feels like you was going off, but it's like you had a justifiable reason to go off. You were justified in whatever way that you chose to react or respond. And you didn't even go as hard as you could have gone. So somebody really needs to be thanking their lucky stars. All right. But I know I just went off on a whole tangent. But this is your 2222 reading. So we're going to do 22 minutes and 22 seconds to see what messages come out. Some could be for you, all could be for you. But again, use your intuition. If you guys want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. But we're going to go ahead and get started, Scorpio. For you, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Scorpio, December 2025. What is it that they need to know? See, chaos, and it came out sideways. And then we have masked, tension, and toxic. Woo, child. I know, I be knowing what I'm talking about. It came out just like this. I be looking cockeyed too. When I did the thumbnails, I was like, oh, snap. Your girl be looking a little cockeyed. Anyway, you got to laugh at yourself. Chaos says upheaval, disaster, and downfall. You may be dealing with a Libra because they just got this card kind of in their reading. But this is a storm that I feel like some of y'all could be the storm, literally. There could have been a storm in Scorpio season, or this could have happened in your birthday season. But I feel like you could literally be the storm that could either spare or destroy somebody. And maybe they don't know it, but you do. And I feel like you want to prevent chaos. You want to prevent any type of disaster from happening, or something could have been a disaster because of somebody's incompetence or their poor judgment in a situation. It's like, I really get this vibe of you telling somebody like, wake the fuck up. What is wrong with you? This could have ended so badly. And it would have been you, Scorpio, that was put at a detriment. It would have been you who was the person who was having to pick up the pieces from whatever was destroyed or broken because of somebody else's idiocy. See how I'm choosing my words very wisely? Because I could call you a stupid ass bitch. Not you. But you get what I'm saying? Like, that's the vibe. You could call somebody out their name. You could call them everything but a child of God. But at the end of the day, you're choosing your words very wisely, and you're trying to temper yourself when it comes to your response or your reaction. So not only could something have gone very badly and it was teeter-tottering either way, but also you could have responded very much so more poorly than what you did. And then we have masked, which also came out. Hiding, concealing, and deception. And it's like, that the reason why there's a problem is because somebody's wearing a mask, or because somebody is trying to hide or avoid accountability, or they don't want people to see who it is that they really are or what's really going on. And I really feel like you could really demolish somebody up in here. And your patience is running thin in a situation. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't see as well. There's a lot of chaos that is masked or hidden behind a smoke screen of some kind. We have tension, which says stressed out, migraines, and worry. And then we also have toxic, drama, arguments, and what does it say? Incompatible. So this is all of the energy that either you feel from someone else and you're picking up on through receptivity of intuition, or this is what you're dealing with because there's just so much going on that other people don't see, or there's so much going on that these people don't see, or there's a lot that could be happening that people are trying to keep from you. And I feel like, what else for Scorpio? What else? Ooh, cutting ties. Freedom, standing up, awaken. One more card for Scorpio. Ooh, and thrills in reverse. So you could definitely be dealing with a Libra or have Libra in your chart. You may want to go watch that reading because they got the thrills card upright, but they had the blocked card. So maybe you and a Libra are teaming up together in a situation, or the same energy is happening kind of similarly. When it comes to you and Libra, there could be some similarities there. You just may want to go watch it. Vacate. Oh my God. I shuffle this deck so much. And they got this card too. You have 3 cards that came up in the Libra reading. And I mentioned specifically, we just saw the toxic card. I specifically said to Libra that it appears that a person is toxic, even though the toxic card did not come out. It was like this underlying understanding, or this unspoken understanding that a situation was toxic. So vacay says get away, relax, and have fun. See what I'm saying? Setting a boundary because you're not dealing with it, and running, escape, denial, excuses. What I okay. So if there's a situation that I don't want to say assume or are assuming, but if there's a situation where you perceive something to be unfolding in a certain way, but there's incompetence or excuses or denial, I said to somebody else that denial is a river, and I can't remember who it was. It could have been Gemini or Virgo, where I actually said denial in the reading. I can't remember if it was Gemini or Virgo, but there's just somebody who is not wanting to take accountability for their actions, and you're cutting ties with them because it's causing a lot of problems in your life, or it's caused a lot of problems over the years or whatever, and you're just not dealing with it. You need a break from the turbulence, the chaos, the storms that this person creates or that follow someone, and you're just cutting ties because you don't want to be affiliated, associated, or attached to this person, their reputation, or their behavior. You could be running from them, okay? What is the message for Scorpio? Yeah, it always comes back around, okay? This is the Game of Thrones deck, you guys. Okay, nerd. A Lannister always pays his debts. Why? Because it always comes back around. So, ooh, and the Wheel of Fortune. Death card. Yep, your energy. The Seven of Swords is at the bottom. That's Samuel Tully. And then we have Arya Stark when she entered the House of Faces or something like that. Something is black and white because the House of Faces that she went to in Bravos, where she got all of that training to fight, had black and white doors. So something could be written in black and white. This could be a contract, something written down in ink on paper. Death card is your energy, Scorpio. These three cards came out. We have the Wheel of Fortune as well, which could be Scorpio energy. It could also be Taurus, Aquarius, or I wanted to say Libra for whatever reason, child. But it could also be Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo, okay? And then we have the Chariot. Death, Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot. This could actually be a vehicle, a car, a mode of transportation, but it's something with a wheel that you steer, like a steering wheel, or something that has wheels. Hell, it could be a bike. A bike. Cancer energy, Aries energy, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and you, Scorpio. Someone could be driving recklessly and you're like, bitch, you could have killed me. And they're like, did you die though? And you're like, I don't care. Stop driving like that. This could be somebody I even heard driving your child. But something always comes back around. It's like a debt always has to be paid. And then the crazy part, that's what it is. Because Aya, when she was learning about the House of Faces or the Faceless Men or whatever, whoever they are, I am no one. They talked about how the debt must be paid. It's something about a debt that must be paid. So somebody could owe you something, or maybe you feel like someone owes you a lot because of what you've done for them, or they owe you for some type of hardship that you've been through. Listen. I feel like you see the truth about a situation. I almost bit my tongue. You see the truth about a situation, so you're able to move forward with whatever strategy that you have. And it's creating a shift that's kind of like transforming the situation. This is a lot about fate and destiny. We have the Sun card. All major arcanas out here, by the way, which is crazy. Something is being illuminated. Five of Wands, Leo energy, Five of Spears, Ace of Spears. That's Wands. It's Leo energy. Possibly Aries, maybe Sag. But there is some type of This is like training. Maybe you're seeing that somebody wants to learn how to fight, or there could even be a conflict that is arising that you feel like you have to get ready for. Or there's something you feel like you need to get ready for. Yeah, you need to plan for something. Because you're starting to see that it's becoming an issue. 10 of Spears. This is all about people's actions. The 5 of Coins. You see a change coming. 10 of Spears. 5 of Coins. It's like you, at one point or another, you felt possibly burdened by something. And I feel like you made some type of strategy to relieve your burdens. What is this? I feel like you're getting ready for something that you don't know you're getting ready for. You could be even working out. Like, there's something about physical labor or physical, like, improvement, calisthenics, weightlifting, working out, getting stronger, building muscle, all those types of things. Because you know something is coming, or you just feel like something is coming. I also feel like somebody's goal could be to... I feel like somebody's strategy is to cause an issue with... Okay, so we're not going to give these haters that much credit. But what I will say is that because someone, I feel like, may want to take shots at your confidence or make you feel insecure about yourself, it could create a ripple effect or an avalanche effect where you actually are scared to do something that you're meant to do in life because you're insecure. So it's like, because somebody is trying to make you feel insecure about something, or because somebody is trying to force you to pay attention to this over here when you need to be paying attention to that, it's like they could cause a lot of destruction. There's like some type of unforeseen consequences or debts that have to be paid because of someone's actions when it comes to deviating you off of your path. What else? Child, it's in reverse. 9 of Swords reverse. So you're being freed or released from something. There's a change that's being made that is freeing you or releasing you from some contract, possibly. Yeah, Justice reverse. Something was not fair. Something was not balanced. Libra energy again. Something was not on the up and up. You were not meant to be afraid. You were not meant to be trapped. You were not meant to be scared. You were not meant to be held back. You were not meant to be restricted. And then also on the Cutting Ties card, you have these like strings, puppet strings. Like somebody, I feel like, was trying to control a situation or be the puppet master behind the scenes, or make you feel ashamed of yourself, insecure, unsure of what you were meant to do in life. Yeah, and that's the devil. Oh my God. And the Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of Wands. So somebody could be very codependent. They could be dealing with some type of addiction. It feels like a sexual addiction. This could also, it's an imbalance. I don't know what this is, but it's something imbalanced, or it could be something illegal that somebody might have tried to get you locked up for, or that somebody tried to take you down. It was very arrogant too, what somebody did, because it's like they knew that you didn't deserve this, or they knew that their actions will cause some type of problem. But I feel like you're free from that now because it's been illuminated. Someone's plan has been exposed, or their strategy has been exposed. I feel like somebody just tried to force you into a situation by like leaving out details or creating chaos in your life, confusion. What else for Scorpio? The Eight of Wands was this sideways, just like the Chaos card. And then the Judgment card. This could be somebody who's trying to... This is somebody who's judging how you've decided to live your life or move forward in your life. They also are very judgmental about like the way you communicate, how you move. It's something about that. You could be receiving a call of some kind, some type of communication. It could even be messages, mail, text messages. I feel like it's text messages, email, or a phone call that you're receiving unexpectedly that kind of like illuminates someone's motivations. It illuminates, because this is the Seven of Spears and the Ace of Spears, which is just like the Eight of Spears. So it's like, I feel like something tipped you off, or maybe you got tipped off about what somebody was trying to do. Maybe like, okay, this could be something as simple as a person driving crazy with your kid. And your kid calls you and said, oh, mommy or daddy was driving 100 miles an hour on a highway. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, Three of Swords and the High Priestess. Six of Spears. This is like somebody being disappointed because they've been discovered or they've been found out. I feel like somebody was not able to successfully hide something from you, confuse you, or force you into something that you didn't want to do. They weren't able to successfully do that because you paid attention to your intuition and the world. Yeah, something is purely over. There's an end that's coming to some type of injustice or imbalance in a situation. Ace of Swords. Yeah. There's an undeniable victory here. You see a clear path forward because now you're finally being released from something that was out of balance. This is about money. It could be about clout. It could be about someone's career, because that's definitely what the Libra reading was about. It could even be about like finances when it comes to a contract. A contract is coming to an end because it was not fair. Or somebody was like, I feel like somebody did something that was unethical, or like I said, they were incompetent. This could have been somebody who was incompetent. They didn't do their job right, and they let something slip through the cracks that wasn't supposed to slip through the cracks, which caused a lot of problems in your life. So not only, it's like I said earlier, there's some heavy consequences or repercussions for what happened in this situation that almost caused you to deviate off of your path, or which almost caused you not to be able to fulfill your destiny, right? What else? Yeah, Page of Swords. So sneak attack, Knight of Coins, Five of Swords. I would definitely, if you're moving forward or moving on from someone, or you're getting away from a situation, I would definitely be mindful of who you take information from or who you take money from at this time. I feel like somebody's trying to get out of debt or get out of a hole or get out of something that they did because of their incompetence, or they're trying to run away from the consequences of their actions. And I feel like they could be trying to save face in their own life because they know they messed up, but they're trying to make it seem like, oh, it's your fault. You know, you got to do this, or this is the offer that I'm going to make for you. It kind of feels like a plea deal type of situation. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't tell you whether or not to take the plea, But I feel like there's a better offer coming, or there's a situation where the only reason why someone is offering this to you or making this offer to you is because they want to make you think that you're not going to get a better offer, or they know what you have and they're trying to set you up to take what you have because that helps them to gain favor with someone else. The Lovers, it's about a choice. I feel like if you have the opportunity to move forward in a situation, take it. I would not linger around or stick around somewhere. Spirit is going to actually say it's time to go. Like, you're going to get a spiritual download or a message. Like, you're going to hear a voice harping, entrapment, and fake numbers. I'm telling you, somebody could call you from a fake number or a number that you know. We have entrapment. See, that's what I'm saying. It's the deal that somebody's offering you is fake. It's like their Page of Swords. They're trying to trap you in something. And then we have harping. Won't let go of the issue, dwelling on the past, need to release the anger. So somebody could even try to get you on the phone and record you, or they could be recording you. Or some of you guys may have a recording that incriminates somebody. It's like incrimination, cuddling. Yeah. They're getting close to you. Image and reputation. I said it could be something about clout. I don't know exactly what this is specifically for all of you guys, but I said what I said. I feel like whoever this is holding a grudge, or they won't let something go. But I feel like you have evidence or proof, or maybe they're trying to threaten you and say that they have evidence or proof of something. Like I said, the kid calling you, or I don't know. But the situation will improve. That's what Spirit says. Abundance. Yeah, and a year from now. I feel like this has been a long road. But really, what Spirit is telling you is that this situation will improve. Even if it's not completely finalized. You got 30 seconds. Even if it's not completely finalized right now, by the time this year comes forward, okay, or by the time we get to this time in 2026, this situation, okay, it will finally be resolved. Because somebody really took something too far, or they really fucked up. Because this is pure incompetence. And I feel like maybe they incriminated themselves. Ooh. All right, Scorpio. So I hope that helped you guys. As always, again, be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. I appreciate you for being here. I hope it helped you. Get in the comments. Let me know if it resonated. If you want to book your reading, the link is below. And if you want to take it a step further to help out, please consider donating through PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. And even though super chats are great, those options are better. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.